What is going on, everyone? TomGorian back again with the finale episode of the F1 2020 My Team Career Mode series. This is the finale episode for Season 1 and a lot of stuff is going to happen in today's video. We have a four-way fight for the World Championship at Sao Paulo, Brazil, and I had to have Sao Paulo as the final race of the season. I mean, come on. I think every fan of Formula 1 wants Sao Paulo to be the final race of the season. There's not going to be any rain. It's going to be a full dry race. And here are the standings going into the last race of the season. Charles Leclerc leads Hamilton and Vettel. Verstappen. Bottas can no longer win the championship, and Albon was never even a contender to begin with. Mercedes can clinch the Constructors' title today as well if they get a 1-2, and I think Ferrari finish 5th or lower. I'm not really sure, but I think Charles Leclerc needs to finish ahead of Hamilton in order for the championship to be won today. A four-way fight for the World Championship plus a regulation change going into Season 2. This could really shape how we do next season as far as how well we've saved our upgrades for. As you can see, it's 18-18 in the driver rivalry. Whoever wins this wins the rivalry. Like the video and subscribe for more. But without further ado, it's time for the finale of Season 1.
Formula 1 returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. And so, for one final time this season, Anthony Davidson joins me in the commentary box.
Well, the winter break is filming once again. No doubt many of those teams already have their eyes firmly on next season. But there's still work to be done here. Still championship positions to decide, which can make a big difference to the prize money. So no one's going to be taking their foot off the throttle just yet.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Perez, Carlos Sainz, and Kvyat, Stroll, Albon. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Vettel and Lando Norris, Raikkonen, Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, and Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Thomas, Pierre Gasly, and George Russell, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Hubert, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those five.
It's been a long season, but let's try to end it on a high note.
Okay, so here we go for the finale episode. Well, for Season 1 anyway. It looks like the recommended strategy is going to be a one-stop from the softs to the hard tyres. Here's a look at the custom setup that I've done. Qualifying, it went okay. I felt like I could have... Well, I did actually make it into Q2. But, you know, Q2 wasn't enough to get us... literally, just to get us over the line here. But hopefully, we can use the strategy, and hopefully with Brazil being one of those circuits where long straights and just top speed really matters. Hopefully we can do well in today's race. So formation lap, I want to talk about the season because the season's been very weird. We've had some great races. You know, Canada, the last episode in USA. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out right now. We finished 3rd and 4th. We got our first podium in Canada after doing that weird strategy. As far as what I'm expecting for today's race, just a decent race. It looks like a couple of cars are on different strategies, so that should mix up the pack very well. And of course, to try and end the season by scoring in the points. Okay, here we go. For one last time, here for Season 1. Everything's going to change after this. So Season 2 is going to be really good. But here we go for 5 red lights for the Season 1 finale. And it's lights out and away we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Decent start by us that we jump. There's a Max Verstappen as well. He's in all kinds of trouble. Heading in towards turn 1. We're going to have to try and avoid the McLaren. They lose the control of the car there. As we head in towards turn number 3. Verstappen's ahead of us. Hopefully can we get the jump on Max Verstappen? Can we? No, we can't. Don't know why we can't though, but anyway, we're in 15th, not bad. But I've heard that the AI's pace is really decent around here, so it might be a struggle to try and make position. Down the inside we go on Max Verstappen, and that's P14. Alright, end of lap 2. Well, end of lap 1 actually. And pace so far, not that bad. I think someone made a pit stop. And now we are in P13 in this race, but we've got to watch out for Gasly. Oh, here he comes though, in that AlphaTauri. Gonna go down the inside. Will he make the move stick? No, he won't. Oh, actually, he actually does. Wow. I thought Gasly wasn't going to make the move going into turn 5. Well, actually turn 4 even, but he makes the move anyway. And I don't think we're going to be seeing him for the rest of the race. Gasly making another move on Raikkonen this time. Just going to follow through. And see what happens here. Can we get Kimi Raikkonen? Come on. We're going to try and go around the outside. In towards turn 4. Can we get him? Doesn't look like it. Oh, he backs out anyway, but we do get him. Brilliant move there. And we're back. We're back into P13 in this Brazilian Grand Prix. Okay, so we're going to box this lap. We've fallen massively behind that pack. And yeah, strategy, literally a one-stop unless there is a safety car. We're going to box for the hard tyres. And I think, yeah, Russell also joins us. Oh no, is it Russell? Yeah, it is Russell. So Russell and Ricciardo pit as well. And we should go to the end of the race. Right. Starting to get the groove on these tyres, but they don't feel really good, to be honest. And there's a yellow flag. Where's that? I think that's in sector 1. I think that's my teammate. Not really sure though. Hopefully that doesn't cause a safety car. Hopefully it doesn't. Catching up to Ricciardo though, but... And there is a yellow flag, and there is a safety car. So, yep, there it is. We do have a safety car in this race. Not for the first time. And, let's just see what happens. And, so who's that? That's, yeah, so it's Huber in this, probably, in my opinion, his final race. He hasn't really done anything this season. But Huber is out of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and that's not the way we wanted to go out. I had to really speed a lot to try and catch up to these guys, but I've caught up to the train. And away we go once again. Safety car restart. Can we get Kevin Magnussen here? Down the inside we go on K-Mag. But we've got the move, I think. Yes, we have. That's a good start. It's P18. Hopefully, oh, Latifi as well. Yeah, we've got Latifi. Jeez, didn't really see Latifi. Right. Hopefully Latifi can hold them up now. Well, what can I say? Season 1 has been a very roller coaster of a season. We had some bad races, but we had some good races there. The 4th place in USA, the 3rd place in Canada, the decent strategies that we did. But it's all going to be for nothing. We end the season in 15th place, but hopefully that just means that the door is more open now for Season 2.
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. Victory today then, but bittersweet emotions, I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers...
So there it is. Charles Leclerc in third place is the world champion. Bottas doesn't allow his teammate to get a 7th world championship, and Hamilton has to settle for second place in the driver standings and also on the track today. Charles Leclerc is the world champion for the first time, and man, it seems like Ferrari, I don't know why, but Ferrari's pace in the F1 games is always like really mad compared to the real life season. But Bottas wins over Hamilton, Perez finishes 4th, Vettel only got 10th. Wow, Vettel only got 10th. Let's see the driver standings, and yeah, 4 points was the difference between Hamilton and Leclerc, and also Bottas as well. Vettel finishes behind Bottas. Wow. So, and Verstappen, I'm shocked about Verstappen. He fell massively. He couldn't really get anything going from the midfield in the race. But we finish in 11th with 42 points. We finish ahead of Daniel Kvyat and Kimi Raikkonen, and also Ocon, I think, as well. But Charles Leclerc is the world champion. We finished in P15. We didn't really have the pace today to compete, unfortunately, even with new tyres. But that is it for the Season 1 of F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more F1 2020 content. Season 2 will be out in the next week or so. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.